It might be a good time to explore the surroundings.
Blasting off out there.
So, did you get that rail car? You should get to the depot now. Watch your step, though. Artyomich, there's a few shady characters over there. Actually, a whole bunch. Well, in case of any trouble, you know what to do.
Everybody used electricity before the war. Even your mother and father.
Oh, look! The heretic!
Go away. It's no place for outsiders.
Look! Look! They're coming! Here they are! Well, come at me! You won't take us over, you demons! Our fate seals us! Don't save us and take pity on us!
Perhaps they won't. Perhaps they won't come out tonight.
It's one of them! A heretic! Lucifer's light!
A flashlight? But that's a great thing. I used to have one like that. Do you see it, son? Do you see things people could make before?
Turn that satanic light off, you heretic, or else...
Thanks for turning it off.
You turn that damn thing on just one more time!
You're from that train, aren't you? Well, hello there, friend. Peace be upon thee. You seem to be hailing from a really advanced place. Just look at your gear.
Huh? Satanic trifles!
You see, son? He's a good man. He knows how to behave. No need to be nervous. You just... you know... don't be angry with the locals. It's just that there have been lots of attacks lately, so they're kind of riled up. Silentius is brainwashing them all the time, too.
Sinful words, Father!
You see this one? He's my son. Here, you do what Silentius says, or else you're in trouble. I heard that Crest joined you. That's good. He's a good man. It would be a shame for him to just die for nothing. And he's tough, too. And thanks for taking Katya and her child in as well. It was such a mess, you know. I'd come with you, too. I can shoot really well. Right after the war, it was like those Western movies around here. But I've got a son. And because of his mom's stupidity, he's a fish worshipper. And he won't leave this place no matter what. I can't just leave the dummy here. Do you even know what that movie is, son? Have you heard about those?
It's a sin, Father! Sin to say such things about our community, especially to a heretic!
Oh, sin, you're like a broken record. Use your head. You see how it goes here? Ah, well, you'd better go now. Somebody really might see you with us. And Godspeed to you. What the hell are you doing? You just broke it! Do you know how much I paid Crest for the batteries alone? You damn!
First, it's a sin. Second, you just went and brought a heretic upon us with this hellish contraption. Think fish he was peaceful, and we won't get this lucky next time. And last, someone really might hear. Then neither of us would get away with it. Let's just go home and forget all about seeing the heretic and about this technological possession of yours. As if it never happened.
Let's go.
Just promise me that you won't do things like that anymore. Don't put me in jeopardy. Then my Lenka and I are going to make you a grandchild next year. If you promise not to put these technological heresies into its head, it's a sin.
I don't get this. Why are we sitting here? And why do you send the boys to the bridge? Those bridgeheads got no wood, and we can't sell them off to Astrakhan. Half would die before we got there, and paying off the Krivoi gang on the way would leave us in the red.
Don't fret. Glab has got it all covered. The boys are there so that the bridgeheads don't spill on us to the caravaneers.
Oh, what is that caravan carrying? Is it ammo or something?
Well, it's all going to be ours no matter what. But the main point is that they got a tugboat. All the others buy slaves from Astrakhan and told their barges to the river.
From this place?
They don't need no tow. They can cruise all the way. When we get their boat, the river will be ours.
I see. Okay, we'll do it. But don't they have guns?
But our boys in Candle, we will brag him and sell him to Astrakhan. I don't like it here one bit.
What's that?
Any news about the caravan?
Nah, nothing since Evan Goshi reported the caravan was going our way yesterday. No sight of them from the island yet, so they should be here by tonight.
Well, you better sharpen your knife there. Just don't kill them. The Astrakhan gang don't pay for corpses.
Sure thing.
Well, I'll be going now. Don't want the boss to catch me standing around. We've been told to stay alert.
Yeah.
I have a smoke now? Yeah, kind of spooky. Yeah.
So, how's it going? Did you oil the gate? Nah, what for anyway? Are you fucking with me? We're going out to those caravans at night, but this gate is supposed to be well on the bridge. There's nothing I can do. The boy took you away.
I'm gonna get that fucker. Hiding, huh? Motherfucker. Yo, people, what's up there? You fuckers!
We are soon making more, bitch, you motherfucker!
What rotten fucking rock. Something to shoot the never be good.
Alright, stay. I got it myself. Can't get people to do shit. No die, the boy took it all.
What the hell? There's a whole can in the shed. Go get it.
You could just go and bite the dust
Hey,
here.
who's gonna stay here?
Fuck my life.
I am. But enough for you.
Yeah, quite enough.
Nothing. Well, no shit.
What the hell is the boss thinking? Just what
You mother! I don't fucking get this.
sent after the demons. I won't even have a chance to wash my hands. And good riddance it would be. There's no chance to have a life anywhere. We only had a decent time on the road. But Katya and Nastya... Damn. Anyway, you... Yes, you listening to this. If they are still alive, help them. We've got nobody else to rely on. And also, tell them I love them.
Artyom, we can see you. Great job. Now get over here. The caravan has arrived.
Yeah, our old home is here.
That's amazing!
Uncle,
I knew you had great potential,
will you find
even
my
back
Ted?
then at the jammer. Ah, isn't she a beauty? Oh, you can see she's been properly cared for all this time. So unlike my poor old girl. I wonder how fast he can go on a straight line, huh? We'll have to ask Crest about that. Though, with all the distraction, is there anything such as a straight line anymore? But this Crest is really a risk-taker, taking this tiny thing on such a journey.
Teddy? Teddy! Are you really back? You're my hero, Teddy! Mom! Teddy's back!
What do you have to say?
Oh, thank you, Uncle Artyom. Thank you so much.
Artyom, come up here. I have something to talk to you about.
Thank you, Artyom. I don't even know how to thank you. Спасибо.
Thank you, Artyom. You are the man. I am in your debt.
Come on, Artyom! Come up here. Well, come on. The old man's waiting.
You're back. You did great. Thank you. So, here's the plan. Your group captures the tugboat. Then you, Duke, and Crest take it to the bridge. While Crest distracts the guards, you and Duke infiltrate the control room at the top and lower the bridge. On your mark, we'll ram the gate, pick you up, and I pray to God it works out. I can't give you or Duke any direct support. The data we have tells us the enemy's main force is guarding the gate. One more thing, Artyom. Look after Duke, all right? He's a great scout, but prone to unnecessary risks. Sure, he's young, but if he continues like that, who knows what will happen, huh? So give him a good example and do it smoothly and quietly. You are his role model, and as such should remember that you're special forces, not tank jocks. Good luck, Artyom.
Welcome back, Ranger. It looks like I've been worrying for nothing. It's my age, I guess. Oh, well, we were all worried. Yeah, but Anna took it to a whole new level, I must say. Artyom, look, I have an improvement for Tihar ready. Try taking it out for a trial. You're welcome to use the workbench to install it.
So, are you ready for that final push? Good luck. And thanks again.
Wow, where did you get this?
God damn, this is cool. Thank you, man. You just blew my mind.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't even begin to explain how much this means to us. Thank you. You see, it's our carriage from a year ago. So many things happened.
We've been worried here. Anna worried the most, of course. But I told her that the Colonel only sends you on the most important missions, because he trusts you that much.
Artyom, the team took the long way around to the port. But you could get there faster. There's a boat there. Or you could just take a zip line from the bandit tower. Well, Artyom, break a leg. Good luck to you. In the port and on the bridge, too.
Artyom, we are in position, awaiting orders. Artyom, I see you. Come up here on the crane.
Look, you should rest up there till nightfall. I'll wait for you down here.
About 15 guards. 4 at the tugboat ladder, sentries at the pier. Sam will take the right flank. Come in, Sam.
I'm in position. I can see a guard.
Duke is to the left of the hangar. Come in.
Duke in position, ready to pick the guard off.
Idiot is on the far crane.
Ready for action. Got a mark on everyone on the pier.
Crest has scouted out the basement.
And we'll hear them too. By the way, there's only one guard in the whole area here. Yeah, it's no fun beating up immature soldiers like them.
Cut the chatter. All right, Artyom, you're in charge. You call the shots. Perhaps we should wait for dusk. It might be easier then. Some of the guards might fall asleep. You could rest here in the cabin in the meantime.
it was...
Artyom, you've been spotted.
I see him!
Open fire! He's been spotted!
Over there!
Shot one. Done. This one's down.
One down.
Done. Shot one.
We're taking losses! There he is!
One down.
He's pinned down!
One down. The barges are clear. Time to capture the tugboat bridge.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I can pay the goods. Take them. You can take the goods.
Stay calm, it's us!
Great job, Artyom.
Artyom, all of our guys are fine. You did great. A shame we couldn't do it quietly.
So, you guys ready to set off? Too late if you're not. We have no time to waste.
Good luck, guys. I hope the winds are fair and the waters are smooth. And Artyom, watch it out there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that luck, all right. Fair winds.
Hurrah! Man your stations, weigh anchor!
We're gonna go about halfway there, then wait in the reeds until about 4 o'clock. We want to get there early in the morning when the fog is the thickest and they are sleepy after the morning prayer. Artyom, it's Duke. We're on final approach. There. See that fire at the very top? That's the control post. What used to be anyway. Now it's a shrine. Well, closer to God at the top, you see. That's where you have to go. I'll distract the guards now. Hey, you ashore! Catch the line!
Ready! Hey, sailor! What did you do to your barge? What you gonna sell now?
Whoa, you're so funny!
Jackass, блядь.
So, Artyom, shall we move? Whoever gets there first wins. Break a leg.
Rip the whole side apart. Head to run the barge ashore.
Artyom, Duke, the Aurora is quietly moving into position. We'll be ready to act on your signal.
Roger that, sir. We're on it. Over.
Just like Father Salantius foretold.
Who arrived?
Satan's slaves! It's like you missed the morning sermon.
Well, I didn't.
One day you are going to get sent to fight demons for that.
But it's so early. Just tell me what he said.
All right. A heretic actually arrived right at the sermon. Our guys rushed over to save the Holy Father. The heretic killed most of them. They say he wouldn't touch you if you surrendered, though. But he sure murdered the simple folk who had never even handled a gun in their lives. Every one of them he saw. He's a beast. A beast, not a man. Not to mention that Nadia and her witch spawn escaped in all the confusion. There's a rumor that people saw her with the heretics.
So you think they might attack?
Who knows? They are heretics. May the Zarfish devour them.
You see, the Simon's back. Back? But he and Kirill vowed to eradicate all the demons. You don't just come back after that. Well, ask anyone. They got captured by heathens, but a heretic, one of the new ones, freed them. Old Simon just cold feet, that's all. All the stories people tell not to go. No, he did not. He came back and made a huge fuss at the church and got his way too. Now we will be praying for that heretic instead of Simon. You got that? Oh, God. For a heretic? It would please God, though. That's Simon. What next? Then he just made the sign of the cross, kissed the altar, and went back to the demons. Yes. What about Kirill? He's the one who's going to do the praying. Father Salantius himself wiped his slate clean. Oh, yes, not everyone is created the same. God save Simon's soul. Don't you worry so much. Well, I just can't... The Four Eyes didn't come back. God save his soul. Want here? And they didn't even go out to fight a demon.
They just want to get to the other side, that's all.
Now you don't even know what's worse. And what's so nice over there on the other side? Anybody returned from a trip to the House of the Fish.
Everyone is looking
As if people return from demon-killing trips. Where? Well, how about I come with you? We'll go together for sure. Why is that? We are the just ones. We are Father Salantius. Well, just tell me to change your mind. All right. Well, explain it better. Why is it better where heretics live?
What's the point of explaining it to you? You just stand and look around, and the heretics might be here already. Everywhere. Look around. Your eyes are young. And shout if you see it. What's that?
Really, please, so good where the heretics live. Except there, I don't get it.
God Almighty and just.
For the blessings that you bestow upon us, sweet...
And the and from its temptation. And save our souls the way you saved our lives, to serve your will and confirm your power here on earth again, just as you have confirmed it in heaven. And give us strength to triumph over Satan's minions, and punish us should we prove unworthy.
Where are those heathens? I can't wait any longer doing nothing.
I should have known.
me stand, and the ground burned to ash, and the fields boiled, and people turned into shadow. But our cloisters survive, for the faithful reside here. And the Lord in his mercy and wisdom has chosen one among them who goes by the name of Silantius. And so speaketh the Lord, I will be with you, and will keep you safe, provided you are true in your devotion, provided you reject satanic technology. We reject! And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric current. The cursed gift the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him. We reject! Amen, my children! For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject electricity will be allowed into the kingdom of God. Only those who remain unsullied by its corruption will be let through by the Sargis. Glory to peace! So let us not fear the heretics at our door. The ones who would attack our growth. Even with their iron feet standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us, we will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen. Amen.
quicker to him. Look up then, we're just passing through. Let us through peacefully, our guys won't shoot. Or this place is going bye-bye. And Katya, you don't have to worry about her anymore, understood?
Deceiving, Katya. You must pray to the Lord for forgiveness. But for murdering my children, the children of God, you will burn in hell until the end of days! Salve
We left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretch before us now. Regretfully, Duke was not destined to see them. Was his death a fault of mine? Was everything that happened on the bridge? It could be. It's a cruel world that we live in, and it's not our responsibility to fix it. We only wanted to pass through, and it was not my fault they screamed for blood. Their zealousness reminded me of the metro, where people are indoctrinated into a lie. That the world is dead and there's nowhere to go. Anyone who questions it gets fed a different lie, that the war is still going on. Here it's electricity is a sin. Same difference, really.
Artyom. Artyom. Wake up, dear.
Is he up yet? Artyom, the Colonel wants you on the bridge. See you later.
Come on, wake up. I'm so sorry about Duke. He was just a boy, really. He kept asking me for advice on how to become more attractive to a girl he knew, what to say to her. He couldn't wait to come back to her, proudly wearing scars and medals. Stay here for a bit, Artyom. This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home for one, a place where we could live, a log cabin on the outskirts of a forest, or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Well, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this, together, through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland, especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. Alyosha keeps telling everyone Duke could have jumped off the bridge in time. The others are also holding well, but I just unraveled. Of course, I had friends die before. He wasn't looking for death, Duke. He did volunteer for the most dangerous missions, but didn't expect to die. He was looking up to Stepan. Dad, you, especially you. And he didn't die for nothing, did he? He wanted us to get there, to Yamantau. He wanted us to tell them about Moscow, how we survived there and still haven't given up, how we've been hiding it for so long. But when I think of it being you, and not even knowing for sure, I'd never be able to live through it. So, you think I should just let it all out? I don't think that would make me feel better. I've been thinking, back home, we buried our friends at home, and avenged them at home. That home and life there sucked. We were kept there with chains. No, even worse, with lies. And now we are looking for a new home. But here, it's someone else's home, and we are not invited. Right. I've got to get myself under control. Go. Dad wanted to see you.
Uncle Talkative has already set his shop up. Wanna go look? It's so cool. Here, Uncle Artyom.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say. What do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees. Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look pretty ragged, you know? Duke's plate carrier didn't hold the back plate anymore. And he just kept joking about it. What was I? Well, I'll be working here from now on. Well, that's it. I bragged enough and won't waste any more of your time. The Colonel summoned you. Well, I have stuff to do too. You guys are fast to break gear, but none too expedient to fix it.
Uncle Talkative! Uncle Talkative!
What would you like to ask, Nastya?
Uncle Talkative, do you have a sewing machine?
No, I don't.
But how are you going to fix the suits then?
Well, like everyone else, I take a thread and a needle, and I use a sail stitch.
Wow, cool! Can you teach me?
I sure can, but later. I've got work to do.
Will you let me fix Sam's rifle strap?
Well, sure thing. Oh, but under supervision. Sam is so strict, you know.
Hurrah! And Uncle Sam isn't strict at all. He's kind.
All right, look here. I'll show you once. Now we do this.
Yes.
You have got to be careful here. See?
I see.
Yes, and now, this way.
Yes.
Don't rush it here.
Got that.
A smoke break. That's good. Oh, this is one mean smoke. Damn, this is rough. Well, nothing we couldn't take.
Well, you're the right kind of guys. You, the Colonel, Duke, that guy did a swell job on that bridge. He was a great guy. May he rest in peace, yeah. So, yeah, what did I want to say? Yes. Thank you. You people accepted me, and I'm a simple guy. I will pay the debt back, okay? So, how do you like it out here after your tunnels? Freedom, huh? Sure thing. So much space. It feels too empty to me, though. Just reeds and ruins and those damn mutants. Hate them. Phew. No, you guys are gonna see the government. So, bratucha, don't be mad, but just tell me, what the hell do you even need them for? Well, of course it might be interesting to take a look, but throughout all of my rambling, I only met two kinds of ex-government people. Dead ones and gang leaders. And let me tell you, the latter are much worse than your typical bandit. They just have to make a speech before doing something awful. So what I mean, I didn't really care about the government even before the war, much less now, when everything's long since gone to shit. So what for, really? I'm a simple man, Artyomich. I told I'm with you, that means I'm with you for the long haul. But I'd much rather find a nice place to live at than go see the governor. Of course, they could give us luxury bunkers or something. Well, Artyom, you seem cold. Go get warmed up a bit, I'll smoke some more. Have stuff to think about. Or just stay, we have enough space now.
Artyom, come on in, have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
So, Artyom, are you up for a jam? Come on, pick the guitar up.
Thank you, Stepan.
I'm sorry to ask, Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he? Does Nastya know?
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market. Around 3 days passed, and I still kept it in. I just sat there with a needle in my hand and didn't see anything. It was all black before my eyes. And then she snuggles up to me and says, "You should cry, Ma. You will feel better." Sini used to say it. So I cried and cried. She knows. She knows it all.
I'm sorry, Katya. I'm so sorry.
Let me tell you how we ended up at the bridge. We used to live in northeast from here. Quite close if you go in a straight line. But it took us a month. Everything's bombed to rubble out there. Yermak asked me and I told him. Sini used to say there were lots of military factories out there. Not just military, of course. General industry. And now you can't pass through there even with filters. The radiation is so high. No railway either, just crater upon crater. We were quite far, but our counter still went crazy. One route appeared intact. There was nothing to bomb. So we used that one, thinking we'd get further to the west, but of course they did not let us cross the bridge with the diesel. They said it was satanic. They were ready to let us stay if we gave them the diesel to cleanse it. So we stayed. And then we couldn't leave, even if we wanted. That old goat, Father Silentius, brainwashed everyone, so they would just pray and bow non-stop. They broke our diesel down with their bare hands and threw it into the river. Purification. And on top of it, they gave us trouble for not helping them. Ksenia went to check what was going on, and there were only locals there, because Silentius at the Skatina had sent our people away to test them. He said that if they wanted to be truly accepted, they had to defeat a demon. Ksenia went to stop them. But it was too late. He only found burnt rags. And then they sent him to do the same. He never came back.
Katja, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, you really didn't. What's done is done. It kind of got so glum in here. Perhaps you, Stepan, could play us something.
Sure thing.
Well, guys, to Duke's memory.
Artyom, the colonel's waiting for you on the bridge.
Look, stop with this funeral mood. It is Duke we are talking about. Do you recall how he came back from the library? Same thing here.
Well, yeah, that time he pulled a fast one on us. We had the drinks ready. Sam said everything. Was a good speech, too.
Thanks.
Well, that is true. Don't be shy. So, Sam ends his speech, and then Duke asks, "Where's my drink?"
So that is why I say we should wait. He came back from that library. And this is nothing. We will pick him up on our way back.
If we leave to go back.
Oh, come on!
Well, I just think we should still drink to Duke's memory. And if he's alive, that's only a good omen. Sam, what do you say?
I'll drink later. Gotta finish cooking.
Okay. Let's drink!
All right, let's.
It's rough.
Yeah, kinda rough.
By the way, speaking of omens, let's have a service for him once we come across another church.
Duke didn't believe, and having met Silentius, I'm also wavering.
Well, Silentius' god is definitely a lost cause. But I imagine Duke would like Valhalla. A paradise where fallen heroes spend eternity feasting and fighting. A good fit for all of the people we lost.
Yes, this is worth having another drink for. To our guys having fun in Valhalla! Hey guys, there's something I've been thinking about. What does everyone expect of this trip? Duke used to say that he just couldn't spread his wings back home. He was too eager to win that girl over with heroics. He thought that outside he'd have space for that.
And why did you come?
Well, my heart is aching for true romance. But in the metro, all women want a solid relationship, a reliable husband, a real provider. Enough of that smug smile. It's unbearable. Not that I've had much better luck here so far. As soon as Katya came aboard, Stepan started cooing around her like a peacock.
You should be happy. Katya is a tough girl. You'd be under her thumb in no time.
That is unlikely. I'm not the kind of man to upstage his friend in a contest for a lady. Especially when that friend promises to break my arm. I'll catch my stroke of luck soon enough. There in Yamantau, women from all over the country have already gathered, waiting for yours truly.
Come here, Artyom. Listen. I had a talk with the Ark, and all thanks to Tokarev, he got the decoder working.
Ark, come in. Come in, Ark. Over. This is Ark? Identify yourself. Over. This is Colonel Sviatoslav Myonnikov speaking. I'm in command of a special operations force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over. Yes. Hear you loud and clear. Who am I talking to? How do I address you? The Deputy Chief of Communications Department, Major Ivanov. A moment. Oh, yes, Major. I understand that the checkup is in order. Great, Colonel. Melnikov? Simply capital. I am sorry for the lack of trust, but, as you know, the situation is dire and the enemy is always ready to strike. I do understand, Major, and I hope that you can tell the leadership that my people are true to their duty and will be at their full disposal as soon as we arrive. Over. Thank you for the great news. How large is your force, Colonel? I have a squad of the best operatives the Special Forces have to offer. A squad? I see. Well, this is great. Great! Yes, we aren't a large force, but we bring a message of extreme importance. We are heading towards you from Sector K6 Alpha. Do you have any data on enemy forces we might encounter on the way? Over. Just a moment, I have to check. K6 Alpha, you say? As far as I can see, there have been no enemy encounters reported in the area, Colonel. I regret. I must end our conversation here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you. This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation there, Major? Please. Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. But I do understand you. We are doing fine. Do not worry. Well, see you in the Ark. Over and out. I serve the people. Over and out.
So, do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited my hands are still shaking. The minister himself! This is incredible! By the way, Artyom, you should take a look at the map. As you can see, we're heading almost straight for the Yamantau complex. Katya and Crest tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really.
We are approaching the Yamantau bunker, the final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives. He is eagerly anticipating the meeting with the Minister of Defense he was promised. Probably such things are important for a career officer. The people, though, are less interested. They are asking important questions. Where are the occupying forces? Why is there just wilderness and people gone wild around? What's stopping the government from restoring the country? What was being done in the last 20 years? Miller believes that we'll get all the answers. He will be pardoned, as well as Anna and I. And we will all return home to the metro.